Have you ever been out shopping? You notice a small child running around the store, seems unattended. You look over your shoulder for parents. There are none there. You think, where is that kid's parents? Maybe you've been in the grocery store checkout line before, and you see a child misbehaving. And you notice that the parent responds to that child with just harsh, inappropriate anger. You think, whoa, what is their deal? After doing hours of research on poor parenting skills, I'm here today to demonstrate why we need a class, an exam, and a license for people who want to become parents. First of all, we need a license to do many things. We need a license to drive a car, a boat, go fishing, go hunting, get married, become a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, or even a nurse. So why should parenting be any different? We need a license to do all those other activities and be in those occupations because we need to make sure that the person performing is competent. Otherwise, you can be a danger to yourself and others. How is parenting any different? You're in charge of someone's entire life. Someone may object to that statement by saying that the government would be meddling in our lives and in our family and personal business. Jennifer McIntyre writes in her 2012 article entitled, "Require a License to Have Children." Jennifer writes, "Have we really fallen so short on paying attention to our children that the government is going to mandate a report card for parenting?" I believe we have. And I believe that we need that class, exam, and license to prove that we have the ability to parent. So I'm here to say today to contact your local congressman and speak to them about why it is so important that we have that class, exam, and license for parents. Next, have you ever seen one of those TV shows where a young girl, usually a teenager, is trying to conceive? The audience gasps, wondering, why does that young girl want to have a baby right now? Why? There are too many uneducated people when it comes to the cost of raising children. If people better understood the financial requirements, I believe that it would result in less children living in poverty in our country. People would either have less children, no children, or they would do something so that they could support the children that they want to have. Someone may object to this statement by saying that they have the right to children and they have the right to have as many children as they want. To that, I would give the statistic given by Chad Wadsworth that it costs $235,000 to raise a child born in 2011 from conception to age 17. That breaks down to approximately $14,000 annually. According to State and Country Quick Facts written in 2013, the average household income in America was $52,762. If you have just one child at that income, that doesn't leave you tons to live on. And most people don't stop at just having one child. With 46.7 million Americans receiving food stamps, which was noted by the Welfare Statistics of 2012, you know that many of those families have children. And they're receiving food stamps because they cannot support their children on their own without the help of government assistance. If many of these people knew what the cost of having children would be, I believe that our situation for children in poverty would be much different than it is right now. We need to push for financial requirements in order for people to raise children. They need to be capable and ready to support a child in order to have one. Next, unintended pregnancies. 49% of 6.7 million pregnancies last year were unplanned. This statistic was given by FECS on unintended pregnancy in the United States, 2013. First of all, we need competent parents. We need to make sure that these people having these unintended pregnancies understand what they're getting into. Just because you have a baby doesn't mean that you want to have a baby. And clearly 49% of these people are getting pregnant unintentionally. Second of all, we need to make sure that they're fit to be a parent. We need to make sure that they're financially fit, mentally fit, and are just able to have the kind of personality where they can work with children. An article by Why It Matters stated that there are more developmental problems, mentally and physically, amongst children that are unplanned pregnancies versus planned pregnancies also. That's a concern. Someone may object to all this, saying that if it's so common for people to have babies that are unplanned and they don't need a license right now, they've been doing it for a while without a license. Why require one now? To that I would say better late than never. We need to do something different to ensure that our children are being raised in safe environments where they have everything that they need and access to a parent that is fit to be a parent. In conclusion, I've demonstrated why people need a class and an exam to obtain a license in order to become a parent. They need more education on the costs of raising children. They need to understand how many unplanned pregnancies there are in our country right now, how to prevent pregnancy, and they need to determine if they are a fit parent. To all of this, you might have the question in your mind lingering: what do we do if someone is pregnant and we determine that they are an unfit parent? To that I say, according to the CDC, the article Infertility, written in 2012, 6% of women ages 15 to 44 are infertile. I'm sure some of them would love to adopt a child and give that child a wonderful life and are more than fit to do so. Remember that children are the adults of tomorrow.